Sometimes asking simple questions can trigger a person's emotions and have them respond erratically or something unexpected, or so defensive because of a simple question that you just asked. Let it be, how's your relationship with your parents? Or what efforts are you putting in towards your future? It can be simple questions like that, and a person will respond so erratic because you unknowingly triggered something from their past. There was a time in my life where my dad would ask me, what do you plan on doing? And I remember myself always getting defensive. Like, I always get really upset by that question. And the only reason I would really get upset by that question is because I didn't have an answer to it. And the fact that I didn't have an answer to it, I always felt like, why are you asking me that question? In all honesty, that was just an inner conviction in myself, because I didn't know what to say to that question. I didn't know how to answer that question. And the fact that I didn't know how to answer that question, that brought feeling, it reminded me of already a feeling of failure that I didn't want to feel. And in all honesty, when in situations like that, the best thing to do is to try and get clarification on what the problem is. What did you say that triggered the person? What did you say that reminded the person on their past or a feeling that they don't want to remember? What is it that you said that triggered that? Because when you understand where that trigger came from, or where this problem came from, or where it stemmed from, that's when you get the understanding on how to attack the root and dismantle it. Because once you're able to dismantle the root or destroy the root, then you would never deal with that problem again, because now it's an understanding and how to approach it. Because when it comes down to trauma or things or past trauma that us humans deal with, and certain things remind us of those things, we tend to not take care of the root cause and handle that situation. So it just be lingering and growing as time goes on. And as time goes on, the stronger it grows. So if you don't handle that root, then it will just continue to grow. We should be understanding, loving, kind, patient with people, because when you're, instead of talking, when you're listening to somebody and actually hearing what they're saying, to understand what they're saying and not listening to respond, when you're listening to understand what they're saying, there's so much more that you hear and comprehend. It's insane. It's really crazy. Because when you actually hear what they're saying, you can actually help them, or you can actually give them advice.